Okay, hello. I am Joshua Villarreal here to kind of walk you through my proposed website. Um, what I wanted to do here, I work at a small school here in San Antonio, and what we do have a functioning school website for parents, but what's lacking is that we don't have a lot of resources or really any truly on that school website for the teachers and the employees of the school. So my goal with this website is to create a website that for teachers they can go and click and find everything that they need, hopefully, so that they don't need to ask or email or find the wrong person. I mean, we want to be able to provide them everything that they need initially right at the front. Here you'll see the logo I created, the WPro Professional Warrior. A warrior is our mascot. Just trying to come up with a creative little logo and name for that. I just want to take you through what I'm proposing here. I have been working really closely with two individuals. One of them, his name is Michael. He is a multimedia director. He does a lot of the behind the scenes with the technology. And I've been working with Chris Kennedy, who is the director of technology specific, and he's more on the curriculum side of things. I personally am the coordinator on campus for STEAM. I teach all of the secondary technology classes as well. And between the three of us, we want to be able to put together this website in such a way that we don't miss any aspect of what would be needed by anyone. Um, Between the three of us, my hope is that we roll out a website that is a good resource and that can continue to be built upon. I do not want this to be something that I made all by myself in that regard. I do need input from the team, and they've been a big help already with providing me things that I'm missing. Going through this right now, this is the home screen. I actually have two versions of the home screen. Right now, I currently do not have these icons on there. I'm debating between having icons and having them kind of fill the page for the aesthetic part, the appeal that you can click the icon or the word, or removing this and going back to a little more simple approach like this. And actually at the bottom, I'd like to try and insert a slideshow of teacher highlights, kind of spotlighting the teachers. I don't know how, I'm still debating between that. I like spotlighting the teachers. I think it's great that they can see themselves. At the same time, too, getting that picture and getting that information on there. I don't know. I'm going back and forth, and I'm still working on that. But this is kind of a proposed layout. I kind of like the way that this looks, and I'm still going back and forth. But on the home page, I've broken down into 4 tabs: policies and procedures, professional development, trainings and tutorials, and whom do I ask. With the policies and procedures, you would find things like mission and vision statements, organizational charts, student handbook, dress code, bell schedule, any miscellaneous forms. And this is really big help for new teachers. Even though we put them through development, sometimes we move too quickly, or they forget, or maybe we didn't cover something well enough. And I'd like them to be able to go back and click something on their own. And you know what that would look like right now, again, teachers, this is more of an internal website. This is not for the public, so to speak. I want the appeal visually. I want the navigation simple. And I'm debating right now between, do I make a list that they can click that takes you to different documents such as PDFs, Word documents, internet links, or do I create, icons for everything? And I think it kind of depends on how many elements I have. If my policy and procedures only cover a handful, I think I can get away with a list that's a clickable link. But I think if we get more extensive than that, we need to probably break this into sections or folders that are represented with an icon. And I'll give you an idea what that looks like here in a little bit. Some of the documents you would find, just examples of as you click these links, what pops up. Here you go, PDF pops up of our master calendar. When is the teacher off? When is development days? And then here's an organizational chart. Here's the main boss down here, and as it breaks down. So as you're navigating through our different departments, who do you ask? If you need to talk to someone's boss, or things like that. Just kind of a breakdown on campus. The next tab, coming back up here to show you professional development. What I hope to accomplish with that was to provide links to different resources, things having to do with lesson planning. The SAMR model, we implement the SAMR model. It's a part of our teacher evaluation. Another tab, the Speedy PD, we want to, for the teachers that don't have a lot of time in the day, which is most of us, Professional development that they can look at online that can be completed pretty quickly. And then also the technology director, Chris Kennedy, and myself, we've produced a few already. We have an ongoing Vimeo channel that provides development through videos that we have created personally, kind of a little webcast, so to speak, and give you an idea what I'm thinking here for professional development. We are going to have several things going on as we develop more webcasts. This list is going to grow. As we continue to add forms for resources, this is going to grow. And this is what I meant originally about putting icons that kind of work as folders, that as they click them, they get a little more extensive list, and it kind of breaks it down that way. As you click the SAMR link, it's going to give you a nice little rundown of what it means, what are some examples of it, because it is a part of their evaluation, how well they integrate technology, teachers. And then here's a little screenshot of our intro to one of our webcasts. We are the Technology Warriors. I didn't come up with the name, but I created the intro, and that we can show teachers, here's how you do something if you need somebody to show you how to do it. Coming back up to the top, trainings and tutorials, and a little breakdown of what that may look like, or is kind of getting there, and things that they can find is we've rolled out iPads in a one-to-one here on campus, and teachers have them now. This is our second year. But still, as new teachers come in, they may not have one. So we want to kind of provide them some basics of iPad usage. The apps that we choose for the iPads are hand-chosen by a team. We want to be able to show, what those apps do, what are they used for, and then just other information. Maybe you forgot your login. How do I log into something? That question pops up a lot. What that looks like again. Another example, going back and forth between the icons and the lists. I think it just depends on how many I have. I'm leaning towards the icons that I showed you earlier, but for now, this is kind of a quick screenshot of a list that I'm working on that they'll link to other things that they can click and read and download. Some of those forms look like this. This is the observation website. After we observe a teacher, they always forget, how do I log in? Here you go again. This is in case you forgot your password or you're new. And then just a screenshot too. We found some basic PDFs. If you've never touched an iPad, what does it do? How does it work? It goes everything from the basics to the extensive use. Apologize, that was the bell. To the extensive use of as specific apps. And then the last section we have is, you can see that right up here, is whom do I ask? And I bring that up because a lot of times teachers ask, who would I ask for this? Who do I ask for that? And I think this is a real quick, who do I ask? Because all I have is a spreadsheet that I've created. Here's who it is. You can click that name. The email pops up. You need their phone extension. And what exactly do they do here on campus? This is an ongoing, Excel sheet. And I just wanted one simple click. Who do I ask? So that way you're not emailing the wrong person. And like I said at the beginning, the goal of this is to provide a resource for teachers that's up to date and ongoing. I don't want to create this once and stop. I want this to continue. So whatever I can get done by this semester for this class, I want to be able to show and share. Like I said, with a small school, we've been around about 20 years. Over those years, the documents get kind of lost in the shuffle. Some are hard copies. We want to organize these electronically and get them in one place. And then just to provide innovative ways for teachers to access professional development and training online. We want this to be a resource for teachers. We want this to keep going. If you can provide me any feedback about the direction I'm going, especially between, the icons and the simple lists. As an educator, do you want it creative and full of pictures and artistic, or just get down to the basics of what this website is really about? And it's just, like I said, a resource for teachers. So thank you for listening.